Hello and welcome to the Finding Me podcast. I am Kyle Fraser and this is day one. This is episode 1. And that's daunting. But that brings us into the Finding Me podcast. There's a lot of podcasts out there discussing the success stories of who's made it to the mountaintop. And that's not what we're here for. I do feel that, yes, I'd love to speak to these people who have made it. I'd love to hear the success stories and how they did it. But we're here to talk about the real-time positions of climbing that mountain. This is day 1 for me. And hey, hopefully we'll get one listener. Because nowadays, in this ever-changing climate, brand building and identity is massive. And there's lots of people, so many people, who don't know who they are, where they're meant to be in life, what's happening. And I'm one of them. I have gone through a few different things, and it's led me to reaching a point where I kind of think to myself, well, who am I? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want out of this journey? And I guess I've now decided to start on that path, which I felt was going to be very lonely. But in starting it, I have met some amazing people. So I kind of thought to myself, well, why not I bring them on the journey with me? And hopefully, down this path, we're going to meet more. And I kind of thought to myself, well, why not I bring you along with me on this journey? You can meet the amazing people I've met, and you can introduce me to your amazing people, and we can see how far we can get down, or how even far we can climb the mountain. Now, I remember, if I go back to last year, I was in Australia. I absolutely loved it. And for one thing or another, I'm back. And I wonder why every day. But I absolutely loved it. And I feel like I've found my way. I want to be back there. Whether that's where I settle forever, I'm not sure. It's a big world. I've travelled some of it, but not enough of it to know that Australia is going to be my forever place. But in coming back, I kind of hit a point when I thought to myself, well, who do I want to be there? Who am I? Who is this person looking back at me when I look in the mirror? And to be honest, I'm not sure. I feel lost, and I often don't know who's looking back because things change. Climates change what you should wear, what you shouldn't wear, what you're allowed to say, allowed to do. Even habits, diets, everything is changing. It's changing daily, and trying to keep up with it is hard, as you'll know. That's why you're listening. So I kind of thought to myself, who is this person? When I'm not here studying media, I work in care. Right now, I'm working in an additional needs school, and who also have residential facilities, but I work in multiple different places. And I enjoy it. But I don't know if that's not where I never saw myself doing that, and it's not where I see myself being forever. So that's where I'm at, personally. And the other thing that I sharply realised is it was my birthday. Well, it's always my birthday again. But when it was my birthday, I was in Australia and, woke up. I was on a bus between Sydney and the Gold Coast, I think. I was going to Surfers Paradise. So I was on the bus there overnight, and I got to Surfers, and I realised I am halfway through my 20s. I'm almost 30. And when I was there, great. I was so happy to tackle the rest of everything. Couldn't wait to see what the future brought. And then I came home, and it got me thinking of who am I? Where am I? What does the future hold? Because there's so many people I speak to, they're like, you're fine. You have years. You have nothing to worry about. You're so young. And in the click of a finger, the next conversation is about what you're going to do, settling down, where's going to be your base, what you're going to do, what have you thought about kids, have you thought this, have you done this, have you done that, have you done the next thing? And whoa, that's a big conversational jump to you've got all the time in the world, but you need to make a decision today. And I'm not the only person going through this. And I'll be honest, I know people personally who are still going through this 10 years on from where I am. And that's okay. Everyone somewhere hits a point. They look in the mirror and they think to themselves, who's this person staring back at me? Is this the person that I want staring back at me? Am I happy with this person staring back at me? And that's a great thing to do. It's a great thing to check in on. And I just didn't know who. So through this podcast and across this journey, it's got me thinking, well, where do I want to be in 5 years' time? Where do I want to be when I'm 30? Obviously, it's a big number, big round number. Where do I want to be? So I'm not giving myself 5 years. Time takes what it takes. But by the time I'm 30, there's things I'd like to achieve. So I'm writing a 30 by 30, some stupid things, like I want more tattoos. But I'd also, some more meaningful things that I'd like to do. I'd like to have travelled more, experienced more. I'd definitely like to be more grounded somewhere by the time I'm 30. And that's why we're here. And I really hope you can join me across this journey. So, let's get into the type of people that we're going to be talking to. I recently spoke to Brendan Reese. Now, if you know who Brendan Reese is, you'll know he's a hilarious, phenomenal comedian. But if you watch the news, you'll also know, like most comedians nowadays, it just takes one person to be unhappy with one thing you've said out of context, and things can change. Now, Brendan's on the rise, Brendan's on the up, and I honestly commend him. I saw him at the Fringe in Edinburgh last summer. Oh, what a show, and what a guy. I've met him at a few different things. Brilliant. And we recently had a conversation about what's it like to be the funny person. What's it like to be the person that it's your job to brighten everyone's day? Because as you hear comedians talking about, a Wednesday night, your date night, you're going out, you're paying to come and see this person to make your week slightly better. Your partner, say you're having a drink, so you get the taxi, you've got your meal, you've got a drink, you come to the comedy show. It's a lot of pressure on the comedian to perform. It's a lot of pressure on the comedian to make your date night worth it. Because you might only get one a month. So we discussed what's it like to be the funny person. What's it like to be the one that has to bring the humour, has to bring the fun. And I really hope you enjoy that episode. We also, which will be getting filmed / recorded tomorrow, I believe, we will be talking to a local fitness professional, Robin Drummond, who, well, you hear in the episode, she's gone from strength to strength, growing her business. But I wanted to get to know more about the person behind it. And we also have another episode being recorded tomorrow with Autumn Blue, who is an adult model. And we are going to be diving into how build a character that's equally strong enough, but freeing enough to do that, and how she finds things in this ever-changing climate. So, as you can tell, those are three very different professionals, but all in different stages of their careers, but all more than happy to share their story. And that's the type of people we're looking for. So, if you know anyone, or even yourself, you want to jump on, share your story, let's dive in. Let's get to know it. Let's see the person behind social media, behind the mask you put up. Let's open up, be funny, be real, and get to know you, get to know where you are in the path. And hopefully we can help a few more people get a few steps further along and eventually tackle that big mountaintop of who are they? Who do they want to be? Who is it that they will be when they wake up one day and think, everything's okay, I'm good, we're good, family's good, everything's good. On this, there's a lot of different points to be discussed as well. I'm not narrowing things down at all, really. I want to talk to as many amazing people as I can. I myself, I was a PT, was a personal trainer, and hey, I don't look it now the heaviest I've ever been, most out of shape I've ever been, but that's what this journey is about. We're wanting to change all that. So I'm not just looking for fitness professionals, not just looking for famous comedians. Anyone who's got a story about climbing that mountaintop, about starting a business, about how to unwind, how to feel better mentally, how to work on their mental well-being. Even fashion changes. Whoa, daily there's fashion changes. Current events, psychology, you name it. Let's talk. Let's build bridges. Let's help people along this journey. That was a Finding Me podcast. I'm Kettle Fraser. Thank you for joining.